and best man, Neve and Patrick Fenwick Rodriguez. Parents of the bride, Susan Norrie and Diane Reynolds. Parents of the bride, Louise Lazar and Dr. Aaron Lazar. And, of course, the two individuals for whom we are all here today. Sarah and Shonda Lazar. Together.
Aww.
Shonda and Sarah, folks. So, you ladies are off duty for a little bit, but we're going to turn this over to the head table. We have a couple of toasts going to go out before we get dinner out. So, whoever's got the microphone, you're on.
Susan and I'd like to propose a toast to the brides. To our Shonda, whose strength and vision allowed her to chart her own course through life with the help of numerous people, just to name a few. Sister Ann, Mrs. Gomes, Grandma Reynolds, Mandy, Kia, Christian, and the whole GFC clan, and of course, Susan.
I first met Shonda the Christmas she was 8 before she turned 9. Our conversation went something like this. I said, "Hello, Shonda." And she looked at me and she said, "How do you know my name?"
Sounds like Zyler.
And I said, "Mommy told me." And she sized me up and she said, "Oh, okay." And that's the moment that I knew that I was accepted into Shonda's circle of support.
Shonda was never a material girl. Family, friends, and community were always the most important parts of her life.
And now Sarah has become part of Shonda and Zyler's community. With her strong, calm, practical nature, Sarah has come to play the role of life partner for Shonda and mom for Zyler, a role she's perfectly suited to and most willing to accept.
Today, 2 stars have merged. A new family is born. And we want to wish them well now at the beginning of their journey and for a lifetime to come. Alla famiglia.
Nazdravia.
Hello everyone, I'm Christian. Okay, so let me start by saying that Shonda implied last night that 5 minutes may be a little too long for this show. But I timed it, so it should be about 4 minutes from now. We'll see. Okay, fornication. Oh, I mean, for an occasion, like this one needs to strike the right tone, and proper mix of wit, wisdom, and humor. I've never actually, offered a toast at a wedding, so I did what any man would do. I searched YouTube. Some of you may have recognized that first joke from YouTube. Because I needed some help. I actually hate talking before groups of people.
Doing a good job. You're doing a good job.
Thank you. Well, Shonda, let me tell you, Shonda and I met at our high school for the performing arts. And I was a creative writer, and she was an actress. And I called her Reese. I was a little thrown off when she went off to Green Mountain and everybody was talking about this Shonda girl. But I got over it. I got over it because it was, how does that saying go? a rose by any other name still smells. Or something like that. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube.
3 minutes,
anyway,
3 minutes.
She's Reese. I hate public speaking. And at our graduation performance in school, every senior was expected to perform an original piece of work. So I adapted a short story into a monologue that she performed instead of me performing, which was fantastic. And she saved me that night. She's actually saved me countless times since then. And since that graduation, we went our separate ways, but we know how to talk on the phone. In fact, we did a lot of that as teenagers. And unfortunately, we don't get to talk quite as frequently, but as I once wrote in a poem, all I need is to hold the receiver to my ear, and my skin has spaces that only Shonda's voice knows. We spent long hours on the phone talking in high school, and sometimes until one of us would fall asleep. Who can recall everything we talked about? But one cherished memory that I have is of actually multiple times that we laughed together. And I think to this day, I think I will recognize someone who loves me when we are able to laugh together. That's my favorite thing about Shonda. And actually, I'm learning to really appreciate Sarah's distinctive laugh as well. So, let's get to the end.
4 minutes.
In my writing process, once I started my emotions and combed through memories and reflected on the present, what I have left is the stuff of poetry. So I leave you with this poem. It's my piece of advice for Shonda and Sarah, and I think there's a message in there for all of us. It's called Go Toward the Laugh. White winter, darkening sky, arrive home. Leave wet boots laced with mud, side by side near the door. Inside it's still cold. Seek the warmth. Go toward the laugh. When spring comes, coffee together on the porch, sun rising, birds chirping, wind blows through chimes. Tickle the back of her neck. Wait for the laugh. Sunlight streaming in through every summer window. Small bodies burst out of school buses one last time until the fall. Bursting through front doors, wait for the moment when she greets the child. Listen for the laugh. Watch the calendar shed months like fallen leaves that crunch under feet during walks around the block. Gaze into eyes, lose the world, you'll find your way back. Go toward the laugh. To the couple.